Hello, this is Smooth Talk.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Well, like I promised y'all, tonight we're going to talk about being submissive. And I also promised y'all I was going to get a preacher. Well, I did just what I said I was going to do. I got Uncle Cornell Martin. And I'm going to let him introduce himself. And I want you to, well, first we're going to let Calissa introduce herself, then Roman. Then Uncle Cornell, we're going to let him introduce himself, and we're going to take it from there.
Hi, Calissa.
Hi, Romy.
Hello, Cornell Martin, pastor of the Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church, Pulaski, Tennessee. Good to be in the house tonight.
Well, when I called him and I asked him, I said, Uncle Cornell, I need some help. And he said, okay, Boosie, what you need? I said, I need you to come on my talk show. He said, well, I'll come, and I told him about the subject. He said, okay, I have no problem. He said, are you ready for me? I said, well, Uncle Cornell, I guess we're going to have to see if we're ready for each other. So let's get started. Like they say, are y'all ready to rumble? Because I am.
Let's do this.
Okay, Uncle Cornell, I just want to start off by thanking you for being on the show, for one. But you know what, Uncle Cornell, in my eyes, when I hear and see submissive, I think that it's not submissive, it's control. That's how I am. And what I'm really trying to say is, how can you be submissive to someone that you can't respect? In order for me to be submissive, first of all, I feel like I have to trust you, that you're going to do what you're going to do for us, taking care of the home, the kids, and I can respect you. So what are your thoughts on a woman really being submissive?
Wow, taking all of that into consideration, you said one word, and that was mutual, and that respect.
That's right.
Respect. Respect goes a long way, in both parts, male and female, husband and wife. Male and females, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, man friend, woman friend. It sort of puts you in a position where if the person don't respect you, then you're going to have a problem with the relationship. If he doesn't respect you, then it's going to filter over into a whole lot of different other things. So respect is one of the mutual things. Giving that a woman's supposed to be, a wife's supposed to be submissive to her husband according to the Bible. Yes, it has to be submissive, but that doesn't mean that the man needs to be controlling.
Okay.
Submissive just means that you submit to whoever you're under. You yield yourself to the authority, and believe it or not, you do it every day. If you have a superior over your boss, a policeman.
But see, Uncle Cornell, I got a problem. I got a problem. My thing is, I really wouldn't have a problem with being submissive, but the problem coming in with me is, how you gonna tell me what to do and you still doing what you want to do? The Bible said, honor your wife as a weaker vessel, but just because I am the weaker vessel, that don't mean I don't like what you got on. You go in there and take that off. Don't you talk back to me. And y'all, Boosie finna go there. They tell me I talk too much. And you know, in order to be married and be in a relationship and have a husband, I need to stop talking too much. Now, I hadn't read that in the Bible. It said anywhere being submissive or talking too much. I could be wrong.
My understanding of being submissive is that a man is built to be strong and to honor your husband, to give him the opportunity to carry out what needs to be done.
Yes.
Sometimes we have to do unfamiliar things to us to make our husband, spouse, whatever, feel like he's in control. That's sexuality, spiritually,
monetary.
You know, well, yes, you could do that. It's whatever your definition is of it. But a man wants to feel like a man. The honor want his wife to feel that I'm here to protect you and my family. Now, if a man carrying his daughter around with him, he's gonna do whatever he can to protect his young lady, as he would his wife, his sister, and his mother. So sometime, somewhere along the line, not all men gonna be abusive.
No.
And you have to be vulnerable. You can't take your past relationship into your past.
And I don't have
Your past into your
the
future. So at least honor your husband. Give him the chance to come out of your comfort zone and show him submissive.
What
he
if
can
you
be the
are
man.
wonder if you gave them all the control, Uncle Cunningham and Roman Clemson. You give them all the control, but then they abuse it. Because sometimes they take your submissiveness to them, the love you have for them, and you want to treat them right. They turn around and use you and make you look like a fool. And then you be like, okay.
Then I take that's not a real man.
Amen.
Because a real man gonna
Let's
respect.
define what you're talking about as far as give him control. You don't give him control, he already has it. That's correct. Because God has given him dominion over everything on the earth.
Well,
So you don't, it's not something that you just hand over to him. He already has it. And so a real woman submit to a husband.
Yeah.
And now keep in mind, by him being the head of the household, under the federal head of authority that God has given him,
Yes.
then by that token, that doesn't mean that he has to be a tyrant. Doesn't mean that he has to be a ruler. Because you all are equal, you all are partners with this. Not that you give 50%, he gives 50%. Each one of y'all should give 100% towards the marriage to make it work.
Amen.
Okay, so with the authority that's given him, then God looks at you for what you do, and he looks at him for what he does.
Yeah.
And so in that particular instant, that's the male or the one who wants dominance and wants to control, then keep in mind, by you being submissive is that God is going to protect you.
That's true.
Okay, and God will deal with him when it comes judgment time.
Sometimes I'm like Medea, I think God moved just a little bit too slow. But he always on time, but I do think sometimes he moves a little bit slow, but my thoughts are not his thoughts, nor his ways my ways. But I do sometimes feel like that. I'm just not going to lie. He moves a little tad too slow.
But you know,
You got to understand too, can I just make this point? I'm going to insert this now through. Delay isn't denial. Just because God delayed his time, don't mean that he's denied whatever your request is. He's on time. You just said that yourself. And by him on time, it's not your time, it's his time.
So if I'm married, and he said,
You have a lot of questions.
I do. If I'm married, and I go upstairs and I come down and I'm just really feeling boosted, you know, because I do that a lot, and I think I'm looking good, and he said, I don't like this. I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? I just don't like it. Go take it out. Go take it out because you don't like it. And if I don't, the first thing they say, you ain't being submissive. I'm not going to go take nothing out because you don't like it. Yeah. I was always told, well, my mama told me, if you don't like it, tell me to look the other way.
Okay, so is that the form of a question you want us to comment on that?
Yes, I do.
She hadn't said anything tonight. Why don't you build into this, and then I will say some things from a man's perspective.
About a man being controlling.
No, she
Being
put so many
submissive.
things.
Oh, being submissive.
Okay, talk about the genes you have. Maybe your husband don't like you showing all of the curves and the designs that you have.
Well,
Is that what you were talking about, right?
Yes.
if he start buying them, then he can say something. But until then, he can't.
You started buying them. Okay.
Yeah, cause I buy my own clothes.
Okay.
And I like the dress, this the way he got me, dressing like this.
Okay.
So if y'all get married, he tell you you can't no longer wear that no more, but you take it out.
No. Because, okay, you liked me when you first, saw me, so why you want me to change?
that is so true. To me, hopefully, my man wouldn't come controlling with the mentality of being in control. I will respect him. I will honor him because men are naturally built to be strong. Kids come to mother and cry and mother go to husband, but who do the husband go to? You know, so my definition of being submissive is, you know, giving your husband the emotion, being trustworthy, give him the opportunity to be a man. No man want to be belittled in front of his peers, friends, or anything like that. You know, so, and our definition is, it's one thing, but what we have been through
is totally different.
So women of the world today been in a controlling relationship, so therefore we have put on a mask to protect ourselves.
And my thing is,
and somebody else have to pay the price.
That's right. I believe in being submissive. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like this. If I'm going not lay down, because like Uncle Connell said, he already has the control, so I can't give him something that he already have. Okay. But if I'm going to just shut my mouth, which that's hard to do, I don't know. God gonna have to show enough to me, somebody tell me to shut up.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. But if I'm just gonna just lay it all down and let you be what you're supposed to be, I'm just like, I just don't see it ever happening, because in order for me to lay it all down, truly be submissive and give you control, I got to respect you and know that I can trust you. And that's kind of hard to do.
Trust is something you have to earn.
Yeah, and if I'm married to somebody in a relationship with you, I'm gonna trust that you're gonna have my best interest at heart anyway. So therefore, I trust you on that point. But to respect you, now that to me, that I fall out of respect with you real quick. And if I can't respect you, I'm not gonna submit to you.
Well, you just stated that you probably would never be in a relationship where you would be totally submissive. And so your mind is already made up in that. But keep in mind that if someone has, or the male that you may be referring to, has cheated on you or hurt you in some form or fashion, then the reason why you can't respect him anymore is because he cheated. Well, I think forgiveness needs to be in place, whereby you can forgive that person and go ahead on with your life. Because life is not going to be where that, you know, you're going to be insulated from problems, from hurt. You know, it's just like riding a bicycle. If you fall off, if you're learning to ride, you're going to get back up and ride it again, or try it again, and you're going to keep on going. So just because you've been hurt by one person, don't cut your relationship, don't sever your relationship with all men, because all men are not alike. So we need to make sure we get that understanding. Right. It's like you want to put us all in one bag, shake us up, and then pull us out, and then we're going to come out dogs. It's not going to happen.
Well, I could come down, you know, I got a problem with that too, but that's another.
You just have a problem with
it. You know, sometimes we have to change our mindset and deal with the individual on an individual level.
When I'm in a relationship, I don't take what happened to me into one to another. Because if I did, I really felt like that. After I went through what I did with my ex, I never would have got in another relationship with another person. But I have so many women to tell me, submissive, what's that? How can I submit to somebody that's acting crazy and acting like he acts? My problem is when I do go into another relationship, I do leave all that behind and I do move on.
You just said a key thing a while ago. Yeah. Person asked you the question, how can I submit to someone acting crazy? Well, you find somebody that's same.
Exactly. Because you're dealing with the same type of people. Sometimes you have to find a different style of person, individual.
You don't expect to get anything different from a person who's already doing certain things.
That's right.
And I think most of the problem is with women is that they feel that they can change a man.
You can't change.
No, you can't change.
He's going to have to change with the help of God himself.
Right.
So if he's already crazy, you know.
Let him be crazy.
Don't let him be crazy. Just send him
but you also said yourself, a man be good to
whom he won't. I tell my girls that all the time. Even, to say like, we hate to get off topic, y'all, but we're going to address this person because I can this woman know it. I can date a man and he's treated me awful. Really awful. He dated Calissa. He treated her so-so. Dated Roman, he was so-so. But he meet the woman that he want. And when he meet what he want, he gonna be good to her. And she gonna submit to him because you know why? He's good to her. She gonna submit to him because she know he's gonna protect her. See, that's why I tell my girls, every man is good to whom he wants. And if he really wants you, you don't have a problem with being submissive. If he really wants you, you don't have to worry about it because he know he's gonna protect you and have your back.
Well, let me say this about that. If he has had multiple relationships and he treated the women that he was in a relationship with bad, then he meets somebody, like you say, he met you, Miss Bootsy. You steps out and he looks at all of this and blows his mind, then all of a sudden he's going to change. Listen, sweetheart, if he hadn't changed in his heart, deep down inside, if he treated them bad, he's going to treat you bad too. Because if his heart hadn't changed.
Yeah, but a certain woman can change her heart, and then she'll be submissive to him, and then it'll flow like milk. But that's just my belief.
I know an individual,
But I don't agree with that.
Yeah, an individual gonna be himself or herself.
Yeah.
Some people may connect, some people clash.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, okay, she's the keeper. I think I'm gonna keep this woman because she's smart. She carries herself like a lady. She works. She got a lot going for herself. She's also mother material.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably said, this is whom I want to be a mother of my
And
child.
then he'll start acting right because he have flaws when they come along, and then she don't have a problem with being submissive to him. But that's just how I see it.
Well, you have to factor in a whole lot of other things. Now,
Yeah.
you know, because of the fact that things are looking good for cosmetics' sake, say so, appearances, things going well in the marriage. But I think that we need to look a little bit deeper than the cosmetics of a relationship, in the sense to say that what about when the bills are due and there's no money? The husband loses his job,
Right.
and that's pressure for him. If you was helping him meet the bills, because that's what you are, help meet.
Yeah.
Help make this payment, help make that payment, or
That's
whatever.
true.
And you can't do that. Then all of the mindsets change. You're no longer that attractive, beautiful person to him right now because he's angry. And until something satisfies that other urge that's coming up in that rage coming up in him, and sometimes it might just be money. You know, it might just be that you might have a child that you cater to more so than you do to others, and he doesn't appreciate that or don't like that. That causes problems. That causes problems in the relationship. He can see what you're doing here and then what you're doing over here. I'm not saying that's happening, but you know, things does happen.
Because I've had people say, when I was doing this show, they said, it seems like the preacher's wives are oh so submissive. Let me tell you something.
They don't know Norma Jean.
I didn't say that, First Lady, for him to say that. I'm just repeating.
We've been married 24 years and she still have her training wheels on.
Oh, she gonna hit you.
And I'm like, this girl, like, she said, well, I tried to be so submissive, and actually she's in my class at work. And she said, but Boo said, I just tried to be so submissive and I try to mimic myself. And I said, let me tell you something. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I said, people can come out and put up the biggest facade you ever wanted to see. I'm just so submissive to my husband and cater to them, but behind closed doors, she's doing dishes and doing everything up under the sun. Me and myself, when I was married, we got into it. He came and sat beside me. It was enough room between us to set 18 people, because I'm not going to sit up under you and act like I'm submissive. And because when I come out in public and I feel like I'm acting like I'm so submissive and catering to you and stuff, people be like, well, she got such a good man. That's why she's so submissive. No, I didn't put up that front. I moved down 20 aisles. And then He kept on sitting beside me. I just got up and moved over on the other side of the church because I'm not going to put up that lie. I'm not going to be submissive to you, and you doing me like this. So how do I still be submissive? And I know that's what I'm supposed to be as a Christian woman, but I fall off track.
As a Christian woman, according to Colossians 3:18, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as it is fit in the Lord. As it is fit in the Lord. And Ephesians 5:22 through 24 says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husband in everything. So by you being submissive to him, you might help win him and make him better. Or you might help win some other person who's not married to become a Christian. So, I mean, God has a divine design for everything, and marriage is one on top of the list. And so, you know, if you're a Christian, you say you are, then you follow God's word according to his divine plan.
But then they got
and don't try to alter it.
They got this one little scripture. I know all the ladies waiting for me to say it.
Okay.
When you're not submissive. The bedroom is holy and undefiled. Defile one of another, like listen for fasting and praying. That's the only scripture you know that you want to jump in my face when I ain't being submissive. But you do everything up under the book. But then you want to reach over there and grab that. And then tell me you talk too much. What are you doing there at Uncle Connie?
Well, listen, sweetheart, if everybody's telling you you talk too much, it's probably...
Uncle Connie?
It probably means
Uncle Connie?
you might need to put a book on it. Listen. God give you 2 ears and 1 mouth. And then he does it on purpose. Hear more than you talk.
Okay.
See, Boosie have her own Bible.
She have her own Bible.
She have her own. Miss Boosie do what Boosie want to do. And everybody else supposed to cater to it.
No, you
Not in this
You ain't right, Mama. I'm reading from my Bible, but that scripture is in the Bible.
Yeah. Just like there are strong black men and strong black women, there are strong men and women. Period.
But can you still be a strong black woman and be submissive? Because they feel like if you're a strong black woman, you're not being submissive. I talk too much. Okay.
Listen, submissiveness means that you have power, but it's under control. It's under control. So, you don't have to observe authority over your husband, like Romy's already said. You know, no man wants to be belittled.
No, that's true.
You don't make him lose his dignity or his pride or take away all that from him, because if you do, you got problems with him.
And then, but when you out in, like, I'm asking y'all questions as best I can. I'm trying to remember them all. They said, okay, when we are out, Miss Lucy, and I feel like, I'm glad you said that because they brought the question back up, and I feel like I've been stripped and disrespected, and time I go to bless him out or say something I shouldn't say, I'm not being submissive, and I'm being disrespectful, and I have no respect. I said, well, I don't agree with that. And I said, but I'm going to tell you, I did have to learn to wait till you get home to truly say all you want to say. Because it's not that I feel like you're being not submissive. I feel like, well, from a distance you can't go to the food. And then have respect about yourself and don't be cussing and acting a fool in the street. But when you get behind them closed doors, you can say whatever you want to say. So if you have to suck it up and eat it up just a little bit, but you can give him that look and whisper in his ear, now you're doing just a little bit too much.
Listen, the Bible says a soft answer turn away
It
wrath.
sure does.
So if your husband or significant other is trying to get respect, by the same token, he need to give respect.
Amen.
Because you're not a slave.
Right.
No woman is anyone's slave. We're on the same equal as far as that is concerned.
That's
You
true.
see?
Now, I like that.
That's
Uncle
right.
Connie.
No, you do.
I'm glad you
Showing all the eyes
Y'all miss it.
And I'll drink to that because I'm an equal.
now. But yet still you submit to the husband.
husband.
Yeah, you still have to submit.
In
Even
relationship,
though you're one.
That's right.
some ladies don't care for the respect or drive a man to disrespect them. You may whisper, just let him have this little moment. And he may say, I'm trying to respect her. But if she gonna keep pushing and nagging at him, then he gonna come out fighting.
Oh, yeah.
So something is a time and place for everything.
Right.
But for us being a lady, we need to carry ourselves like a lady.
That is so true.
I'm not gonna try to get out and demeanor my man, but if I come in a setting and he's there and he's with another woman, all I have to do is look at him.
Amen.
And he gonna look at me. But you know what? Why should I go up there and make a fool out of myself? Because from a distance, can't nobody tell who the fool is.
That's true.
But if you don't want to get showed out on, you got to humble yourself
That's true.
in order to get that respect. Especially if you know he gonna show out.
Oh, yeah. My narrator tonight is behind scenes, and we do apologize for that. But she has a question from the audience, and she's going to relate to me, and we're going to try to answer it.
You have a question from Miss Aretha Wood. She stated, just stay single, Miss Boosie. Yes, her mind is made up already. So are you content with being single is what it seems like Miss Aretha Woods is asking you.
No, I'm not content with being single. My problem is not being single. My problem is being submissive once I get married.
Okay, we also have another statement that was stated from Miss Sandra Howard. It says, if a man is not right for you, God will remove him from your life and replace him with the one that's right for you.
And then you can truly be submissive, because you know why? You're going to be on one accord. Okay?
I also feel that God moved people in your life out of your life for a reason. And I say that all the time. I mean, even with friendship, girl friendship or whatever, he moved people out of your life for a reason. We may not see it at the time, but later on in life, we will see it.
Yes, so true.
And I'm not, if we can't talk about our disagreement, or it's your companion or whatever, then we wasn't friends in the beginning. You see, because God not trying to punish nobody. At least I don't feel he is. But we all got to go through something. Yes, we all got to go to something in order to be strong. But so many of us African American women feel our parents went through a lot, or we went through a lot, and zero tolerance for it. But if I don't like the way this man treated me, then I don't have to stay there.
But see, my thing is, they say, our parents, that's what being submissive is. I'm like, that's not being submissive. What is the golden rule? Do we all know what the golden rule is? Do we know what the golden rule is?
What's the golden rule?
Okay. In order for you to love somebody else, you got to love yourself first. That's what the golden rule is. So I feel like women that's older than us, that set up and took all that, that's not being submissive. To me, you didn't love yourself. Because if you really love yourself, I'll be in prison.
Can I interject something pertaining to something Ronnie had said about people being in your life for a while? And you just put it like this: people in your life for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime.
Yes.
Amen.
And marriage is a
Lifetime.
Lifetime. You are a lifer.
That's right.
Unless the person is caught in adultery, and those are the grounds, according to the Bible, for divorce. So that frees the person up from the marriage. God permits that person to get a divorce that is by law.
Yeah.
Now we have laws of the land that we also have to cater to, and we can go to. But are those laws contrary to what God says? And so that's where we draw the line at. So I just want you to know that as well.
Well, I could come down on point because he be stirring that stuff up in my mind. This one girl said, well, Boosie, I took my man back after he cheated on me, and now I'm not submissive. He can't tell me nothing. Well, if you took him back and you're not going to be submissive, then why'd you go back? Well, I forgave him, but I'm not going to do nothing he say do. But then you're not being submissive. If you're going to truly be submissive and go back, I'm not telling you to be a fool. I'm not telling you not to have the blinders on where you can't see. But if you're going to truly be submissive and go back, then don't throw it up no more.
There's a difference between a marriage and a migraine.
Amen.
That's what she's about to have as a migraine.
The Bible says I'd rather live on a rooftop than in a house with a contentious woman. That's what the word said. I used to know the Bible now. I know it now. But see, my thing is, if you're going to take him back and you're going to be a contentious woman and you're not going to be submissive, let go and just, like old folks say, roll on. Now, that's just me. Because see, my mind runs overtime. I can just sit down and think of so many crazy things to do to one person all day long. And even that get tiresome.
Well, let me also interject this so to help keep things in perspective. Doesn't mean that it's really right, but from the beginning of time, man has always had multiple women. Always, even starting with Abraham.
King Solomon had 1,000 wives and 500 concubines.
No, he had 700 wives, 300 concubines.
That's a whole lot of women.
That's a migraine.
But I'll tell you what, he could have had all the women that he has, but he wouldn't have had none like Booster, because Booster wouldn't have been submissive, because you know why? King Solomon, you got too many women. How you gonna tell us all what to do? One of us just not gonna do it, and that's gonna be me.
Listen, if the king had the power and the authority to take your life at any time, listen, at any time, you will submit to his authority, because you did not defy the king at whatever his wishes or wants were.
I'm gonna tell you, back then I probably would have been beheaded because King Solomon told me, he said, Boosie, I need you to go in there and cook. You got 500 other women in here, and you want me to be submissive and go cook.
Help the Lord.
You know what the kitchen is, so why you had to get one of them to fix me something too?
Oh my.
Your second question men take it too far.
Yes, about women's being submissive. Do y'all feel as if they take it too far? They want you to be submissive. Do y'all feel like they take it too far? You can't wear that. You can't do this. You can't take no girls trips. Don't talk back to me.
Now that is controlling. That is controlling. And like I say, in order to be submissive, he needs to respect you, and you respect him as well. That's my belief.
Yeah. But he don't want you to take your girls trips with me no more, Romy.
Then we may have a problem. Because first I'm going to ask my man what he have planned for the weekend. I am going to give him that.
Okay.
If he said nothing, then I could say, okay, then me and the girls plan a trip. I think
she going for Boosie.
it's the way of handling anything, you know.
True that.
You have to talk about it.
Keep in mind that the male figure who has the authority, the dominance.
The facial expression is all to the child. Don't say what's on your mind.
You got to understand where he gets his definition of being head of the household. It could come from a thug.
Yeah.
And this child has been raised by a thug, seeing how he beats his mom, his wife, the child's mother, and how he disrespects other women. So by the same token, he's going, if that's where he's going to get his grounds for, his knowledge to be a figurehead, then you can't expect too much from him. So that's why I say a lot of times you have to, not to say all young males are this way. When you see young men with their pants sagging and their pants hitting the ground, they got it from somewhere.
And then they want you to be, the little young girls that they want them to be submissive to them. You don't even know how to dress.
Well, I'm glad that you're a strong woman who knows what kind of man you want, but a lot of young girls need to be taught.
Yes,
as far as, hey, listen, that's not the right person for you. If you can get a young man, a young male, to go and stand in at Foot Locker or someplace that sell Air Jordans, LeBron James tennis shoes for 2 or 3 hours to buy some shoes, and won't stand in the employment line for 30 minutes to get a job.
That's right.
You don't. That's what you don't need.
And that's something you're not even trying to be submissive to.
You need to see if they got their priorities
They're
in perspective.
Yeah.
Towards me raising a young man, of course, kids gonna try things to see what they can get away with. And me being a mother,
A single mother.
A single mother. Thank you. I made sure I disciplined him and had a backbone with it.
Amen.
Because either you gonna do what I say, or I'm gonna, you know,
You gotta
handle
go.
that. I'm gonna handle that. But and the way I discipline him, we on the same page. At his age today, he give me the utmost respect.
And
he said, "Mama, you raised me. I didn't play that with your pants down." I feel he wanted to go to the mall one day, and he said he was gonna go out in some sweatpants. Not in my household, you're not. The guy was there and said, "Boo, what's wrong with him wearing sweatpants to the mall? He's gonna put on some khakis or some blue jeans." No, he's not going. And first of all, I'm gonna deal with that.
Okay.
I could talk to you one-on-one. This is my son. And he understood where I was coming from. Because if I let him do what he wanted to do, where would my baby be at today?
That's true.
That's true.
Now, I'm proud to say I have raised a boy to become a man. He's a head program civil engineer at the Pentagon. And he won a leadership award. So
Amen.
you have to invest in your children.
That's
My
right.
son was my future. I may have lost myself somewhere along the way.
You sacrifice.
And people, yes, I did. Where people say she loved her son, yes. A real mother loved their children.
That's right.
I respect mine, and he respect me.
And see, when you raise your kids like
That's
that,
right.
and they're going out looking for good wives. And then if you don't went out and got you a good wife, you want that woman to be submissive to you, because I know what a good woman is. My mama raised me to be a good man. I'm not going to go out and pick up anything, bring it home, and expect it to be submissive. Because any and everything is not going to be submissive to you. It's not going to happen. Do we
But
have
may
a
I,
question?
I'm sorry, but may I add, please don't think I'm bragging as far as my son's job, because a young man could be a manager at a store.
Well,
It's the
my
way he
brags
carry
on
himself
mine.
and the way he
That's true.
respect himself.
Yes.
No matter what your job title is.
That's right.
You know, young lady, young man. But
And all things
I just
God
don't
said,
see-
give the praise. That ain't bragging, that's praising God.
You
raised your son. You raised your son. And now when your son go out and get a woman, he gonna gotta get him a decent woman.
Somebody like his mother.
That's right.
Yeah,
And somebody that's gonna be submissive to him because his mama raised him to be a man. That's not bragging, baby. That's giving God the praise.
Thank you.
Now what's the voice of this whole?
You have a question from Teresa Dees. It says, "What's wrong with getting an understanding before you get married?"
You do have an understanding before you get married. You get married, and then let me tell you what. You can marry a black man and work up with a Chinese. That's what happened to me. And then the China man wanted me to be submissive. I'm like, wait, but I married a black man. Go back and get the black man I married, because the Chinese man ain't finna tell me nothing.
What was the question again?
Look,
What's wrong with getting an understanding before you get married? You know, before you marry people, they flip on you. You married a white man, you got a black man. You married a black man, you get a Chinese man. So how you gonna be submissive to somebody that's confused and don't know what they want?
Well, you know, I went to see the movie today.
Go on,
The
girl.
Devil Do Us Part.
What's good?
What's good? I think all young ladies need to see this, because being submissive is one thing, but
Yeah,
people
fool
are always
is another.
praising, oh, the man good to me, giving me money, doing good, but that's the price to pay. This young lady stopped working, okay?
Being
Then that
submissive.
man was in control.
Being
So I
submissive.
think I'll not get off the subject. Ladies, go see it. It's
Being
good.
submissive.
It's an eye opener.
And I got mine stopped by then.
Keep your
To
job.
give an answer to your question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
To give an answer to your question, to the question that's out there, yes, there need to be an understanding why you get married. Are you getting married because of love, or you get married for companionship? I think it needs to exceed further than just being in love,
That's right.
or because she's beautiful or he's good looking. If a man marries a woman because of her beauty, it's just like him buying a house because of his paint. At some point, the paint's gonna fade.
I got one to go with that. It's just like man or woman, and she built like a Coca-Cola bottle. Everything about it you like, honey, she shuts it down. But over the years, you better make sure you marry for love. Because that woman in that Goodyear tie, black man in a Goodyear tie, all the good years gonna roll off, and you got a 3-liter or a gallon drum. But then, You gonna treat her like a dog, then you still want her to be submissive.
You said married because of love. I think it need to go beyond that. I
That's
think you need
right.
relationship to add
Friendship.
to that, and friendship, because of the fact that if you just marry for love, what if you fall out of love?
Very
So
true.
if you
That's
just
what
marry for love,
That's what happened to the
And if you
Chinese
marry for
man.
money, he loses money.
you need to extend
But
beyond.
see,
Love is a factor
but
now. Love is a
I
factor.
don't have a problem with you running out of money, like I said once before.
I say, if you
Yeah,
marry
yeah,
for
just
money.
if you marry for money.
Yeah.
And if it run out, we just go sleep under the hospital bridge. Somebody will take us in because I ain't leaving because my man good to me. And I'm going to be even submissive to him when we living up under the bridge, because you know why? He was good to me.
Exactly.
Now, I can't be submissive. And I can't go sleep up under the bridge and you dogging me out and you want me to be submissive.
Right.
That's just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Well, that's an understanding.
Understanding.
That goes
Exactly.
to the understanding part.
Right.
You know, you got that relationship where you're ride or die wife
That's
or ride
right.
or die husband.
Right.
And I believe that's what submissive is to me. I'm going to ride or die with you and be submissive. That's what it is to me, because I know you got my back. But I can't ride or die meaning submissive if you just, like I should just like, I don't like that toenail color, go change that toenail color. What the world has got to do with anything? It's pink. I don't like pink. I like orange. And I find myself going out painting my toes orange. And he still acting right. What you talking about that,
Well,
Melissa?
I just think he's just plumb D crazy. Because I just couldn't put up with it. And
So
I'm not
what are
gonna
yours?
put up with it.
So what does submissive really mean to you? What would you do or not do?
Well,
She's gonna sit there and be quiet, just like she's doing right
I
now.
try. I
You
try.
keep, man, you keep her, girl.
I
I tell
try
you,
to
just
be.
keep that hold up mouth.
Lord Jesus,
I try.
I'm gonna try to keep my mouth. That ain't gonna happen.
But I hear that all the time though. He do be telling me to be quiet. So, you know, I'm trying to learn that.
You know,
Because sometimes I know I do probably get on his
It's
nerves.
being quiet, submissive. I didn't read that verse in the Bible.
but you
And
got
I love the Bible. I mean,
Well, if you love him
I'm gonna
and
be
you
quiet.
want to be with him, you're going to have to, you got to be willing to work. You know,
I
you
don't
got
know.
to work on this thing.
Yeah.
I don't mind
But
working
you know,
on it.
if he was doing, you know, out in the street and all that, then, you know, it would be different. But it's not, you know, in my house, so.
But see, my thing is, I don't mind being submissive. I really don't. But my thing is, it's to me, this is my famous quote. And I know the preacher said it, but I can't hide it from God, saying I need to hide it from the preacher. There's a difference between being submissive and being an asshole. And that's just me.
well.
That's
Let's get to the real issue. You're talking about toenails painted orange or yellow. That's not really what the deal is. The reason why a man tell you that he don't want you to wear a certain thing. If you walking out, if you already married, you know, in a good healthy relationship, and you about to go out with your girlfriends, or you about to go out in the street, go to the mall or whatever with some butt cutters on.
No, that's different.
Okay,
No.
so let's talk about the real issue.
That's
You
different.
know, no, he don't want to see his wife out there.
No.
You know,
For
And that-
everybody to
But
see.
see,
Yeah.
and my thing is
No,
right
that's-
there. You
that's
cannot,
disrespectful.
you can't even call yourself a woman walking around with your cheeks out.
That's what
Now
I
that-
do.
and then you want, and then your thing
Other
is,
girls.
yeah, all the girls. But my thing is, how can a man even, you shouldn't even want submissive from a woman that's walking around showing it off. I mean, to me, that's just a deal
But
breaker.
who's to say that's gonna be his wife?
But
It
see,
may
I'm
be
gonna
a
tell
good
you-
time, girl, 'cause
and I'm
most
gonna tell-
guys get with these beautiful ladies with figure, but when he marries someone, you look at it and say, man, she just a home in plain Jane, because
But
he
that's
like the
usually what
quality
they,
of her.
that's usually what they
You
go
see what
get
I'm
them
saying?
on home.
But when they
girls,
got,
usually what-
when we feel we got it going on out
Them
there,
be the ones that can run.
Them the ones that can be run over and they think they got it going on. One more question, Mr. Narrator, one more little statement. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of young guys that's married, women now, they like for them to show it off. And I know a guy
At
that's
home.
and in the street. I know a guy that's married to this woman. He love her unconditional. I tell you, he love her. He said it just turns me on. I don't have no problem with it. And she's good to him, and he's good to her. She's very submissive.
but they have that
Well,
understanding.
that's-
Again, they go to an individual
I don't have
thing.
anything to say. I don't have
And
anything to
for
say.
me, I couldn't do it. What is the narrator?
We have a question here. It states, why do women why are women more submissive to their jobs at work than their man at home? When we ask for you to do something around the house, the first thing we get is the third degree.
Have mercy, Lord. I got an answer for that because the job is paying. You get paid to work. And you're going to try to keep your job, so you're going to do what boss man say do. Because you know if you get unsubmissive and smart with your boss at work, he going to tell you hit the door. When you're married and he gets smart with you and he tell you hit the door, the first thing you're going to say, this is much my door as it is yours. And if you don't like it, you can get out. I'm one in the back room.
Well, you can go in the front room.
That's right.
From a male perspective, if my wife asked me to do something around the house, she asked me more than once, then I know that there was a reason why I didn't do it the first time. So my answer would be is, a lot of times men don't do anything around the house is because they don't get paid for doing the work around the house. But if they was on their job, they would do it, and they would do it with the quickness. So a lot of times when men doesn't do things around the house, it's not really appreciated from the spouse side. She feels that that's what you're supposed to do. Now do it, get it done. You know, you got this honey-do list every weekend to do this, to do that, whatever. And when he does it, you know, there's no reward for it. But then the man needs to be the man anyway and step up to the plate and do what needs to be done without, you know, constantly being hassled or reminded to do it.
Because I'd like to touch base with that. You said the key thing. You shouldn't have to be asked to do what needs to be taken care of around the house.
Amen.
I like to see where men get out and handle the yard and the women work inside, or vice versa, they do it together. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. Your house is your home, and it's not a one-sided thing. But if a lady comes to us and say, baby, we need this taken care of, he'd be like, okay, baby, I'm not feeling well right now, I'll get to it a little later. But you know, let other people get in our heads, and then next thing you know, your marriage start falling apart. But a person or individual should not have to ask her spouse to continue doing something when he lived there as well and need to take care. You want to be the man of the house, then handle this. Mm-hmm. And no man want to hear a woman nagging all day long. Mm-hmm. He work all day, you work all day. Sometimes that's why the men have a man cave in the backyard or something to get away from that. You know?
Yeah, but my thing is, they feel like they got one time to ask us to do something and we don't do it. Be like, didn't I tell you? First of all, you don't tell me nothing. But I'm going to do it. I'm getting ready. I'm finna go do it. Give me a minute. You being unsubmissive. I told you, wait, I done begged you all week to put a tail light in the car. And I ain't got it done yet.
Well, you know, I'm not going to ask too many times, because whatever you do, I feel I can do better. And what I can't do.
But my thing is,
I could pay somebody.
My thing is, if I'm married,
I'm not going to keep asking you to do something.
If I'm married and he in the house with me, I'm going to nag him to death till he do it. Because you know why? He made Uncle Carter, you don't know.
Don't no man want to nag.
But my thing is, if he asks me to do something, you ain't being submissive. Didn't I tell you to do this and so? I'm getting to it. Give me a minute. But all week I've asked you to do a certain thing and you haven't even did it yet.
That's not even fair for him to throw that up in your face after you asked him to repeatedly to do something and he's failed to do it. But he asked you to do something, wants you to jump.
Right so then, that day.
He used the word submissiveness as a broomstick over your head.
Amen.
Or something to manipulate you with. So it's not that he's using it for the wrong reason.
I totally agree. Because I'm like, submissive, you know, I'm working on it. I feel like if you're not right. You asked me to do something that day, and by the time you get back, you can have went right up to the corner store, and when you get back, you be like, you ain't did what I told you yet. Oh, boy, I'm finna go do it because I'm finna shut up.
He wants to be a tyrant, not really a husband.
That's
You won't
true.
have a rule in
So
place.
in order for a woman to be submissive to her husband, he need to do the things. I have saw a man come in and pick up a beer after working all day when you have a baby reaching up for you. So a woman gonna start looking at that and was like, well, he's not showing our baby any attention. Or he's not trying to, why do I have to pay somebody to cut the grass when I have a husband here?
But you better get submissive and get in that kitchen and cook some dinner.
Well, I think that most times women see these elements in the men before they marry them.
Right.
But then after they marry them, they think things gonna change. That's why I said earlier, you know, you have to see certain things in a person.
Quality in the person.
Yeah, you got to see it before.
Don't get the quantity, get the quality of it.
But my thing is, you can't marry a black man and he wake up and be a Chinese. I'm telling you.
But you can
So
marry
what?
Chinese and
He wake up and be a white man or Pekingese, because somewhere along the line they do transform, and as they transform, they still want you to be the same way and be submissive. Well, why I can't transform?
Well, it takes a good woman to help make a man whole or complete.
Yeah.
It takes a good woman,
strong
or it takes a
woman.
good man to make a woman what
Yeah.
she needs to be. So you got to work it together. Like I said, it's not a 50-50 ordeal. It's 100-100. Each one has to put in 100% to make it work. And you're gonna have some flaws, some disagreements. But once you find out the likes and the dislikes of your spouse, then you try to work things to make things much better in the relationship. You know, some people just do things just to, and I think, I'm gonna say this, some women know how to push buttons with men.
Oh,
And
I
some
don't
of
know
you
how to do that.
I
yet.
believe you would, I believe you good at it.
Understanding is the best thing in the world.
I don't know how to do that, Uncle Connie. I'm still working on learning how to push buttons. All I know how to do is be submissive.
Yeah, I hear you. No, you know how to what? You just let anything slide out of your mouth, won't you?
We have a question here from the pastor. It says, Pastor, would you counsel a couple on being submissive before you marry them?
Yes, before I perform any wedding ceremony, I always have a counseling session, more than one, multiple counseling sessions. Yes.
And if you had a counseling session and you ran across me, and I told you I just have a problem with being submissive, but I'll do everything else.
You think she'll drive you to drink it?
Let me say this.
But would you still let us get married?
I was performing, getting ready to perform a ceremony for a couple, and the woman didn't want any counseling. And so since the guy worked for me, I told him, I said, listen, bro, you give yourself in more than what you want. And he said, well, listen, just try to tell me some things and I'll tell her. So, okay. And I said, well, really, I don't think you need to marry this particular person. And so before the wedding, I went over the ceremony through the little book that I had several years ago. And it got to the point where it asked the woman to submit that he would have the rule over her and this and that. And was she willing to obey? She's usually forget about that, leave that out. I told him right there, you don't need to marry this woman. But however, they wanted to get married, went on and married them, and in a week's time it was.
What's her name, Boosie?
I don't know if her name was Boosie or not.
And when he performed my wedding, that word would not be at my wedding, obey. And if that word would not be at the wedding, and if I got to say obey, he gonna say it to, does obey go for a man and a woman, or just a woman?
Well, when God, in the scheme of things, he never told a man to be submissive nor to obey.
So
he tells him to love the woman. And if he loves the woman like Christ loved the church, all of this is going to work out regardless. But because you women like to take the authority. Yeah, you like to push the button. You like to take authority. If a man gives you an inch, you'll take a mile.
I would.
Shoot. I think I know you by now.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that. So if we stand up here, we're gonna get married. You're gonna say, Boosie, do you promise to love, cherish, and obey? I'm gonna say, Uncle Kenneth, You ask him that first, and if he say he gonna obey me,
Oh, my.
then I'm gonna obey him. I think, see, you know, nowadays you write your wedding vows. I think obey should be, he got to obey me, and I'm gonna obey him. Then we can both be submissive.
In what regard do you expect your husband to obey you? In what way?
Okay,
Yeah, okay. Just give me some of your ideas about him being
okay.
submissive and obeying his wife.
Like, I don't have a problem with you going where you want to go, but when I call, answer the phone.
Okay.
I have a serious problem with that. You have a time you need to be in the house. You're going to get on the diet plan I tell you to get on, because sometimes you eat you shouldn't be eating, and I need you to live a long time. You see what I'm saying? All that stuff that you were eating before you got with me, you're not going to eat that food no more. We're going to eat a healthy, we're going to eat a healthy life. No. And I feel like that's a good requirement.
So I sense now that it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Baby, I don't want you to eat that anymore.
Okay, now that's how you talk to a man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't tell a man, listen, you're not going to eat that. We don't play that. We're not built like that.
Okay, well, baby, from now on, we're not going to eat this anymore. We're not
That's a
going
better
to eat
approach.
it. Because we both obey each other. We're not going to eat this anymore.
Okay.
And the moment you bring it back, you better eat it in the car.
Now you're talking to a child, right? You want a man, but you don't treat him like a child.
Okay, we said we're not going to eat this anymore, and we obey each other.
And we're not going to eat in the car. No.
Well, you can eat in the car, but you can't eat
he
it.
can't eat in the car?
What if he left the wrappers in there?
But you can't. I don't want to know that. Because if we say we're not going to eat anything and we are obeying each other, you can't do it what you're not supposed to do.
So you want what is called
Mutual control.
mutual equilibrium or whatever. You want everything to be on an even scale.
Yes, I'm a
So
Libra.
whatever, what is that? What does that make you?
Our scales have to be balanced.
You line your rooms up with the stars and all of that?
No, our scales is my birthday. Actually, my birthday is tomorrow, y'all.
Oh,
Happy
okay.
birthday!
All right.
Happy birthday!
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this. I hadn't read the word Libra in the Bible.
No.
Okay. Virgo, Sagittarius, none of that in the Bible. So if the Bible is going to be your guidebook, then follow what the Bible says, and then I think that you'll be in line with God's word, and so therefore you won't be in trouble with God when you come your time to meet Him.
Okay.
See, by you not being submissive to your husband and submitting to him, you could make him a better person. You see?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it can work like that.
Can
Yeah,
work
it
like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how my man turned into a Chinese.
You can't create a monster.
I turned it from a black man to a Chinese.
Wow.
I might have been.
You're a bad woman, all right.
I do believe in being submissive, but I don't believe in putting up a front. I mean, I can't do that.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
I believe in
Don't be who
keeping it
you are.
real.
Yeah.
Because I believe, like, if you're not treating me right at home, I'm not going to get in the general public and be something that we're not doing behind closed doors.
I agree with that.
And I agree with Calissa. It's like, well, in order to be submissive, you got to be something for me to be submissive to. And that's just how I feel. And I don't.
That's why you gotta know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, I can't be a fake woman. I just can't do it.
No.
Do we have any more questions now, Randy?
You have one more question. It says, I'm going to read it exactly as it stated. It says, Miss Boosie, is it okay for a man to be submissive to a woman and controlled by a woman? Is that the kind of man you would love?
I'll answer that for you.
Then she'd be one man with a backbone.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This Boosie gonna tell what God loves. I love a man with a backbone, and I do. I love a man to speak his mind. I love all that. I really do, and I don't have a problem with being submissive. I got a problem with being in control. That's my problem. That's just it in a nutshell. I got a problem with you controlling me, telling me no, and it's yes for you. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with You telling me I can't go with my friend girl, but then you go. I got a problem with that.
That's something wrong with some men.
Yes.
They'll be with their homeboys when you got a lady. You know, someone, younger guys or whatever, they rather be with my homeboy. Then when you lose your girl, a woman gonna start saying, well, if I'm gonna be by myself, I'm gonna be by myself.
That's
so
right.
what's the point of having a man and you still by yourself?
Might as well be by yourself.
But then he wanna come home and control you. You know? So that ain't happening, right? I ain't think so.
Not in this day and time.
Tell him to get a dog.
Not for women our age, I don't know.
No, because I know a guy, he was married to a woman. He was there all night long. Come on. 2 o'clock in the morning. She literally had to get up out the bed and cook a full course meal. See, and she said, well, I just tried to be submissive. God forgive me. I wish you would come home at 2 o'clock in the morning and ask me to cook a full course meal. I will never be submissive because if there's something I'm not gonna do. To me, that's not being submissive.
Being submissive to me is being unreasonable. That is out of order.
Yeah, very.
So. I'm not able to do that one either.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I won't do that one.
But there are certain women that will do
unless
that.
he been working.
There are certain women.
So
that
do that
will.
mean
all women like that?
But do that make her submissive and me being unrealistic?
That means that she's a God-fearing woman. She has
I don't think God had nothing to do with that.
If he's not beating on her.
Yeah, he was beating her.
Oh, okay. Well,
A God-fearing woman.
Yes, God-fearing.
Get him, Calissa.
In the sense to win her husband over to God, then she submits totally. That's what submitting is. Being submissive is to yield. You know, yield yourself to the person who has the authority over you.
So.
Oh, you told me we was gonna clash, so yeah.
So I'm cutting. You tell me. I got a husband. He gonna come home at 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, Lucy, go in there, fry me some bologna and cook me a sandwich. And he ain't beating on me. He ain't hitting on me. But this particular night, he don't hang out all night. But on this particular night, it's a sandwich that I make that's really, really good. He said, baby, will you get up and go to the kitchen and cook me that sandwich? And I'll be like, you know, my head gonna spin around like that chick on the poltergeist. Are you serious? You want me to get up and go to the kitchen and cook that sandwich? You're my wife. You're my woman, ain't you? Yeah, but I'm tired. I'm not getting in the kitchen cooking no sandwich. That's what I'm talking about. You don't know how to be submissive. Then what should Lucy do?
Well, by the mere fact that he's asking you to do that, regardless of what time he came in, he could have stopped at some other woman's house and asked her to make him a sandwich. But he chose to come home. And by him coming home, that shows where his loyalty lies. And you're going to leave him with your head scarf on, your head rag on.
I don't know where them to be.
Oh, okay, that's a good thing, too.
It takes me about, and all actuality, it takes me about 20 minutes to get ready for bed.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to be right. They be like, what are you in there doing? Honey, I don't want to see Jesus looking bad.
That's all right.
That's all right, but Uncle Cornell, if he stop by somebody else's house and pick up a plate, believe you me, I'm gonna smell him so good. I know he ate somewhere else before he got home.
Okay. So then, by him coming home asking you to do that,
I should be tickled pink.
No, not that you should be tickled pink. I mean, if you're waking up out of a sleep and he comes in and asks you that, I mean, it's gonna take time for you to gather your bearings and get yourself in a proper perspective. Most women would say, okay, baby, I'll do that for you because I love you and I'm gonna do this for you. And you go, and then listen, you pull that man closer to you. Instead of him coming in at 2 o'clock, he might come in 12 o'clock the next time. And by you keep doing what you're doing, hey, he might even just stop going out all together because what he really wants is right here at home anyway. See, sometimes men think they have to find something else.
So I need to start getting up at 2 o'clock in the
I'm not
morning
gonna tell you
making
what
that
time you
sound.
have to start getting abused.
I mean, like if he come in, no, when he come in, Uncle Cornell, they said, Boosie, get up, get in that kitchen and fix me a sandwich.
Just run. Just run.
Like she run for dear life.
Again, it's the tone. It's the tone. You don't. Your husband should know that you don't want to be controlled.
Amen.
And if he comes in a loving spirit, like Roman said, he could be getting off from work.
No, he didn't go.
Okay, well, maybe he's hanging out with the fellows, and he's hungry.
And he come in and said,
And the fellows probably stopped off at another joint. He said, but now it's going to delay me getting home, so I'm going to go home. I'm going to ask my wife to fix me my favorite sandwich. And he comes home, and the
why
wife...
should he ask me to make me fix that sandwich?
I mean, he need to be,
Now,
he need to
play like you married
he
to
need
me.
to come in with his head down.
Play like you married to me and come home and ask me to cook that
Well,
sandwich.
see, I'm different from most men, so I won't be...
Okay, because if he gonna have to show up, come on and say,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, man.
He know what it takes.
She gonna say you.
Yeah,
Well, you
baby.
should have stopped at Crystal somewhere.
Will you please go in that kitchen and cook me that egg,
Yeah.
cheese, and bologna sandwich with your pretty fine self?
Look at
Oh, Daddy, you almost close. Keep on talking. You know I love you, baby. Will you cook me that sandwich? Hell no, because you long before now. I ain't cooking nothing. I'm just telling what God I love. Now, that's just the truth. Little narrator, you have a question?
Yes, it says once again from Miss Teresa Dees.
Oh, Lord.
How do you find balance in a relationship? I enjoy being kind to my spouse, and he is kind to me.
Let me tell you how you found balance. He did not come out that box like that. You had to make him like that. And when I mean you made him like that, it took some time. Y'all really had to learn each other. True. And that's how you able to be kind and nice to him now. Because if he had came like that, y'all wouldn't have went through what you went through and gone what you go through to have what you got now. So nobody comes perfect. And yes, I'll be kind and loving and submissive because there's no such thing as a perfect person. But yes, you can be loving and kind and submissive now because y'all on the same page. But if we ain't on the same page, I'm in chapter 1, here chapter 200, that just ain't gonna work. Yeah. Or in a totally different book.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You agree with that? I knew we was gonna agree on some things. I'm gonna learn how to keep my mouth shut, be submissive, and when he comes in,
we got you on tape, baby.
oh Lord, watch what you say.
All right.
When he come in at 2 o'clock in the morning, and say, "Boosie, make that sandwich," I'm gonna be like, "Honey, wait for a minute. I'm gonna do what, Clarissa?
Take out the room.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run to the kitchen." Do we have another question before we close? Well, my take on being submissive is that maybe I might talk just a little bit too much. And it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Because I don't want to marry another black man to work with Chinese. I don't want that episode in my life anymore. And I do believe in a woman being submissive, and it does show good character, and it does show quality. The more humble you are, the more Christian-like that you really, truly are. And the more humble you are and submissive that you are, it don't have to be your husband or man, even to yourself. People see that good quality in you. Now, that's just my take on it. And what's your take on it?
You got to, where I feel, you got to know what you're dealing with. If you got a good man, respect that man. Don't get involved with somebody that you know not going to respect you.
Amen.
And love you. If he's ashamed to be seen out in public with you, then he's not a man for you, because most men feel that a woman is his pride.
That's right.
And if he loves you enough, he'll go to the moon and back with you. So,
and some of them like to take their prize and hide it because they don't want nobody else looking at it.
And some may do. But then again,
that's his prerogative.
And I got to be submissive to that too, Mr. Connell.
That's his prerogative.
But you know, relationship is something people have to work on.
Being submissive, y'all. I have a lot to learn about being submissive. I think we need an episode 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. But I didn't mean to cut you off because I said I'm not going to do that anymore. Anything else, my sister? And you, Miss Calista?
Well, like I said, we just got to, you got to know what you want and just try to work together. But I done changed.
You done changed. Yes, you have.
I done changed a whole lot. So I don't want nobody telling me what to do.
Can you cook that sandwich at 2 o'clock in the morning if it's asked right?
Oh, yes, I will.
Yes.
And I'm gonna talk right too.
Right. Let's be clear. Like I said now, we're talking about submissive.
Right.
You want to know what it means.
Right.
Controlling to me is
Not
out of the
submissive.
equation. I have zero tolerance for that.
That's right.
So I'm not double dipping or anything like that, but we're just talking about what submissive means.
It's
But when you go
respect.
to,
It's respect. I think that's
a
what
man
it's
would like to know his
Yes.
woman feeling, emotion, spirit,
It's
sexuality,
respect.
you know.
Respect.
Right.
To me, submissive is straight up respect.
Yeah.
And you cannot submit to something that you can't respect.
That's all you
True.
need.
And Uncle Connell put us all in line.
There's some notes that I've garnered while being asked to do this. What is submission? Submission is to put oneself under another's authority. The Greek word Paul uses here is in a military term meaning to put oneself in rank under another. And God has ordained the principles of authority and submission in a number of different spheres. Number one, citizens are to be subject unto civil authority. That's Romans 13:1, Titus 3:1. Slaves are to be submissive to their master. Colossians 3:22, Titus 2:9. Church members to be submissive to their leaders. 1 Corinthians 16:16, Titus 2:15, Hebrews 13:17. Children to their parents. Colossians 3:20. And wives to their husband. Ephesians 5:22 and 24, Colossians 3:18, Titus 2:5, 1 Peter 3:1. So that's my take on it. I'm going to follow God's rule book as far as my position as the federal head of my household. I'm going to submit to God. I'm going to do it His way and take care of my wife and everybody that's under my protection or under my leadership. Or either she's walking beside me, what have you, in the way she wants to, she want to roll. If she want to get behind me, that's fine too. Because at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, I have a lot of entertainment at my home. My niece Roman, she comes in, you've been there too. So
And we do have a good time.
And people say, why don't you sit at the head of the table? I said, listen, man, I can sit on the floor and I'm still at the head. So
I like that.
I just know where my position is.
Right.
Yes.
As being head of the household. I don't, have to go around and say, I'm the man of the house every 5 minutes to try to prove that I am.
That's
If I'm trying to prove that, then it's obvious that I'm not.
Right.
So,
Your house, your rules. And I respect everybody house. So that's what you're supposed to
I go to your house, I respect yours.
Exactly.
Even though I'm a male,
Exactly.
I'm going to respect you. You pay the bills.
But that's right.
Yeah. And let me just say this too. You've done a lovely job with your son Ace, my
Yes.
nephew. You've done a lovely job. And so that just goes to throw out this facade about women can't
Raise a man.
or take a man to raise a man. Listen, you've raised a great man.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
And I'm so proud of him. I really am.
That's why I have my motto as far as people tell you can't raise a man. I said, but I could teach a young man with morals. And someday he can become a man. He's going to become a man with
That's
morals.
true. That's true.
I can't tell no one else how to raise their children, but I would say respect your children. In order to get respect, you got to give
Yes.
respect. You know,
Good.
love your kids unconditionally. Because sometimes they just need a hug.
That's true.
And tell them to be strong. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
So what's the subject next week?
Oh, well, I got a good subject next week. And next week we will have some brothers here, maybe some brothers y'all know. And the subject for next week is why the black man do the black woman the way they do. And I know it's going to be full in here, y'all, and I ain't going to even lie, I'm going to show out because I got a lot of questions I want to ask, and we're going to stick to the subject. But if you're a black man and you ain't scared, and I did say ain't scared, to come and talk to me and my ladies, my other ladies will be here, and really want to talk about it, inbox me, boost me along. But come rain or shine, we'll be here next Sunday. Good night.
You might want to ask them this question. If you say you love me like you say you do, why do you treat me so bad?
Good night.
Peace out.